What a glorious thing to be, a healthy grown-up busy bee, whiling away the passing hours, pinching all the pollen from the concrete flowers. I'd like to be a busy bee, being just as busy as a bee can be, flying down the garden.
Hello children. As you can see, I look a bit different today. What am I dressed as, children? Can you work it out? Of course, yes, of course. I'm a bee today. And the reason I'm dressed up for a bee is because, to be quite honest, I'd like to go to an ugly bug ball and dance about like a bee. But also, I'm going to be reading a bee story today. And this story is called The Tired Bumblebee, and it's by Amal M. Nassir. And Amal M. Nassir wrote the story and also did the illustrations, which are beautiful. Right, are you ready? This is a really good story. Let's get going. The Tired Bumblebee. Once I found a bumblebee who staggered and climbed onto my knee. She looked so tired, she looked so glum. I let her climb onto my thumb. I wondered why she looked so tired. I asked her why, and she replied. What do you think, children? Why do you think she's so tired? Let's find out. Oh, I've been flying from flower to flower, and sweet nectar I did devour, she said. I collected pollen for my hive. I felt so free. I felt so alive. So there we are. She was collecting sweet nectar, devouring it. Devouring means to eat it. Devour, eat. So she was eating the sweet nectar. And she was collecting something called pollen. Right, look how busy. Look how busy she was. I flew and flew, got carried away. I did not stop to rest all day. I need to make it to my hive. Oh, how am I to stay alive? For if I don't get home tonight, I'll be locked out all through the night. So she's overdone it, worked herself too hard, children, and now she needs to get back home. Oh, I have used up all my strength and now I'm running out of breath. Do you feel like that sometimes, children, when you've been running really hard, puffing like that? That's how she felt. She's out of breath, just totally exhausted. Oh, tell me, bee, how can I help? She staggered, fell and gave a yelp. Oh dear. What could we do you think, children, if we found a bee like that? What could we do to help? Any ideas? I need a drink, some precious water. I need to fly back to my daughter. Can you see she's crying? Who did she need to fly back to? That's right. I gently placed her on a rock, and to my feet I quickly got. Some precious water, I hear you say. Then to the kitchen I made my way. I carefully poured 1 spoon of water on the plate I prepared for her. Have a look there. So just carefully put in a spoon of water for the bee. Let's see if that works. She slowly climbed onto the plate, and then I watched her celebrate. She drank and drank, and then she sighed. Oh, thank you so for being kind. Wasn't that a kind thing to do for that bee? Because of you, I can finally go back and be with my family. She beat her wings, then off she flew and called out loud, I'll see you soon. I felt relieved as I watched her fly and fade away into the sky. Oh, wasn't that lovely? Oh, wasn't that little girl so very, very, very helpful? Wasn't that wonderful? What do you think, children? So we know what to do if we see a really tired bee. It can be helpful because bees are very, very important. Bees are our friend, indeed. Okay, and this is such a lovely book. It's got some information at the back of the book. I'm going to now read. Okay, are you still listening? It says bees are friends. Did you know that bees are responsible for at least 1/3 of the food that we eat? So children, bees are so important to even the food that we eat. Keep listening. Bees fly from flower to flower to collect nectar, which they eat, and pollen, and they take that back to the hive. Not only do they make some delicious sweet honey, which some animals rely on as food and medicine, they also help to pollinate the flowers. So some bees make honey, and also bees help to pollinate the flowers. They go from flower to flower, which helps the flowers to grow and to develop. It's very important. That's why we need to look after bees and not to be frightened of them. When we see bees, it means it's a good thing, because it's good for the environment, and it's good for us because it helps. We've given us food. Okay? By visiting many flowers, bees transfer pollen from one flower to the next. This helps a flower to produce fruit, seeds and plants, which other animals eat, disperse and rely on for shelter. Without them, our planet would be in danger, and us too. So have a think about that, children. That's how important they are. If we didn't have them, we would be in danger, because none of the plants would flower. They would not produce fruit, vegetables. Yes? All the things that we need to live on. Without bees, we would not have food such as apples, oranges, strawberries, cucumbers, blueberries, cranberries, lemons, and many more. Did you know that, children? Did you know how important bees are? So important. We need your help. Bees are in danger and they need your help. People are destroying their habitat by building more and planting less. Bees now have less food and are running out of a safe place to build their hives. Sometimes people spray chemicals on plants which can kill the bees. Right, children, the question is, how can we help? What can you do to help the bees? What do you think? Right, let's get some more information. Plant flowers that bees love, like rosemary and lavender. Well, I'm really pleased because I've got loads of rosemary and lavender on the allotment. So that's something you can do. Watch out for the tired bees on the pavement, especially if it gets warmer. Build a mini beast hotel for tired bees. That's a special place where the bees can come and get some shelter. Can you see? There we are. Help to spread the word to keep our bees safe and alive. So tell everybody, children, how important it is to keep the bees alive. Because without bees, we wouldn't have enough food to live on this planet. Okay? So you keep telling everyone, anyone you meet, make sure they know, make sure they realise how important this is. Okay? What do you think? Have a chat with it to your families after. Alright? Wasn't that fantastic, children? It was a lovely story, but we also learnt a very important lesson about looking after the bee. Take care, children. Until next time. Bye. Children, here, this is the rosemary, okay? Now this is a lovely plant that bees like, so this will be a good plant to grow. Right, children, over here, you can see, that's lavender, okay? And the bees, as you can see, they're covered in bees. You can see how much they love them. So if you're looking for a plant to plant in your garden or on your balcony, lavender. And you know what's good about lavender? The flowers bloom every year. You could just leave it. And you don't have to do much work. It looks after itself as long as you water it. And it will attract the bees. The bees can get sweet nectar. They can collect pollen. And then the flowers will be pollinated, and then they will grow. Without the bees, that wouldn't happen. Okay, can you see them? Excellent.
Oh, what a glorious thing to be, a healthy, grown-up, busy, busy bee, whiling away the passing hours, pinching all the pollen from the conby flowers. I'd like to be a busy, busy bee, being just as busy as a bee can be, flying round the garden, sweetest ever seen, taking back the honey to the dear old queen. Honeybee, honeybee, if you like but won't sting me. Honeybee, honeybee, if you like but won't sting me. Oh, what a glorious thing to be, a healthy, grown-up, busy, busy bee, making hay while time is ripe, filling up the honeycomb just like tripe. I'd like to be a busy, busy bee.